A severe thunderstorm warning for us here into Yuma County. Also a flash flood warning, not a flash flood watch, a flash flood warning because of these storms. You can kind of see up towards Palm Canyon, very big storm cell up there, and all this is kind of moving towards. It's kind of just coming right into Martinez Lake and Yuma County, so we'll be watching this very, very closely throughout the next half hour or so because that's when it will start to intensify.
What did you think about this wind event that we had last couple of days?
It's terrible. It makes my car look bad.
Getting all this dust kicked up. I'm sure you guys are out here just wax on, wax off the whole entire time. It's going to be a lot of fun, a lot of action. You can see already we're having a lot of fun out here. The doors have already opened. It's 4 o'clock. The events start at 6. Come on out here, enjoy yourself at Somerton. We're on Main Street. Opens at 6 o'clock. Already people showing up as well. They're getting set up, and it's going to be a lot of fun. Now, we all know that rain in Yuma is pretty rare, but 2+ inches of rain in the same day, well, that's pretty unusual. Now, you add in 60-mile-an-hour winds on top of that, well, that's a pretty good recipe for some bad driving conditions.
The severe thunderstorm warning has been lifted by the National Weather Service, but that does not mean that this is all said and done with. As of right now, winds are only around 50 miles an hour with the storm. Severe thunderstorms usually around 60 to 65 miles an hour.
There are reports tonight that the Egyptian army is trying to keep its behind-the-scenes political power intact by dragging out negotiations to remove Mubarak from power. Meanwhile, the crisis in Egypt has locals showing their support in the desert southwest. KSWT News 13's Felicia Martinez was at the protest.
Let me tell you a little something about this dog. When I was doing my weather forecast, I was over there watching him. He's just staring at me like, are you going to come over here or are you going to pet me? Because I definitely like to be pet.
Nothing going on whatsoever. Nevada, California, Arizona, New Mexico, Utah, Colorado, wherever you want to go in the southwest, go there. You're going to see the good old sunshine, and that's because the high pressure is really built in. See that orange coloration is kind of sweeping down towards our area? That's that nice, dry, warm air sweeping down towards the southwest, and it's going to sit over top of us for a couple of days, but then it's going to get wiped out completely by the jet stream. So we're under this ridge of high pressure here. See the clearing there? There's no coloration. Those isobars are up. That's the warmer air. Watch this jet stream work its way down as we head throughout your weekend and throughout Monday. Eventually it's going to come and just slide right down. See all that? And then the colder air is going to filter right into the southwest. All that will be coming down towards our area. And as those bars get a little bit closer, that's when we're going to see the wind gradients go up. So it should get pretty windy here in the southwest as we head throughout Monday into Tuesday.
By the hundreds, family, friends, and co-workers of Captain David came to pay their respects. 49-year-old David was a husband, a father, a son, and friend. His siblings spoke at the service today and spoke of what a great man their brother had been.
He loved Kathy with all of his being. His legacy lives on in you.
David is remembered for always having a smile on his face, his loyalty, and his dedication to the community.
David touched so many lives.
In addition to being a firefighter, captain, and a paramedic, David worked with the Scouts and the JCs.
He was dependable. He was reliable. He was smiling. No matter what the problem, David could fix it.
David was a Kofa High School graduate. His friends and family say he loved Yuma, and the hundreds that attended his services today certainly loved him back.
And now, for Captain David who has completed his tasks, his duties well done. He has given us his best. For our brother, his last home, he has gone home.
Joey, some tough weather in the Midwest.
Oh my goodness, you know what, it was all around my family, and as you said earlier, I got to talk to some of them, and they were right smack dab in the middle of it. Thank goodness all of them are safe, actually. Tornado was about 5 miles south of my mom, about 5 miles north of my brother, so some crazy stuff. And this is actually a tornado a friend sent me. This is their home video, so this is stuff that other people aren't seeing around the country that you're getting to see here. So this is what happened in Marysville, Indiana, and if most of you have been watching some of this catastrophe, Marysville, Indiana was hit the hardest, completely devastated by this tornado, and this is one of my friends in their backyard out there in southern Indiana, so about 15 to 20 miles just north of where I grew up in Louisville, Kentucky. A very big tornado. National Weather Service actually classified it as an F4 tornado, so just
you know, scary. I love severe thunderstorms and I love weather, but you know, when something like this happens, you don't want to get anybody hurt. And there was a lot of disaster and just fatalities out there, and I'll have some stats for you in just a minute to show you exactly what happened with the storm. And not only this storm as well, I'm going to show you some of the debris. This is Marysville, like I was telling you, and that's, just look how devastated it looks there. Those homes are completely gone, and look at that. The only building that's standing in that whole entire town right there was actually the church, and you see those trees just actually ripped up out there, and that truck completely just turned over, and just, oh my goodness, it was just definitely a nasty situation over there in New Hope. And this is actually hail from my brother Sam. This is outside of his house, and about golf ball size hail, so some big stones there. You know, we don't really get to see that often in Kentucky. I'm used to seeing hail about peas or maybe quarter size, but when you get golf ball size hail, a big situation. On the other side of the storm, my mother-in-law, however, up in Wisconsin, got the snow. She didn't get the severe thunderstorms, she got the snow, and that's her dog Mojo right there playing in that snow, and that's Wisconsin. That's where I actually went to college up there, and very cold, and they got most of the snow, some areas up there reaching over 30 inches of snow, if you can believe that. Mother-in-law actually only got about 15 inches, but that's Wisconsin for you, and that's why everybody's down here in the Southwest. Some beautiful pictures there. All right, so I'm going to show you some of the stats that we got from this storm total. So the March 2nd storm, this is what happened. At least 33 people have died, some still missing. So very sad story, sad situation there. 269 tornado warnings were issued yesterday. There was only 189 in all of February. So that just tells you how big this outbreak was. And really, in the beginning of March, you don't see outbreaks like this that often. 269 tornado warnings, a big situation, and upwards of 30 inches of snow falling in some areas in Wisconsin, stretching down to portions of Michigan, also into portions of Chicago.
All right, well, it was a warm one today. We get up to 102 degrees, but temperatures outside were at 85 degrees. That's kind of, you know, some places around the country don't even get up to that. And we're at 10 o'clock at night, and we're at 85 degrees. It's 88 into Imperial. Lower 80s into El Centro and Mexicali, 84 degrees into Dayton. But these warmer temperatures are going to stick around for quite some time. We're not going to see any relief in those temperatures for at least a week or so. 91 degrees into Phoenix, 59 into Flagstaff, 86 into Tucson, and 62 into San Diego. Nice and clear outside. High pressure really starting to build into the southwest. And with that high pressure, here comes that nice, dry, warm air mass that's going to sit right over the southwest the next couple of days and really heat things up. Until this guy actually moves out of our area, we're not going to see temperatures actually fluctuate back down to where they should be for this time of the year for about 5 or 6 days. So this is a pretty significant little air bubble here that's going to come over top of the southwest and really start to heat things up. Here's the radar satellite for the region. Not too much going on into the southern portion of California, but just north of LA and the Bay Area up there, that's where they're seeing the majority of the rain showers, and that system basically streaking right across the United States. The jet stream is basically taking everything. You can see it basically where it is, the line going all the way across, right into the heartland of the country, into Nebraska. They should see some strong storms throughout Missouri and the Ohio River Valley tomorrow with the cool air on one side and that warmer air on the other side. Watches and warnings around the southwest. Well, there's a red flag warning. Also, we're talking about heat advisories in effect for the next few days, especially over in Maricopa County. And, you know, here in Yuma County, I think we might see one as we head throughout Sunday into Monday. Those are going to be the 2 warmest days in my 7-day forecast. So watch to see Yuma County and the Imperial Valley, for that matter, to see a little bit of red right there as we head throughout this weekend. Could be an extreme heat warning as we head throughout the weekend because it's going to be warm. Starting tomorrow, 107 for your afternoon temperatures, a southwest wind 5 to 10 miles per hour. 87 degrees for your evening hours. Best here in Yuma. Same exact thing. Lots of sunshine. 107 degrees for your afternoon temps. A south wind, nice and warm for you. 5 to 10 miles per hour. 85 degrees for your evening hours. And then your 7-day forecast, it's going to be hot outside. 108 for Sunday, 110 for Monday. Sunshine all week long. 106 for Tuesday and Wednesday. And like I said, we're going to get back down to normal by next Friday. We do have 6 days of above normal temperatures as we head throughout our work week, and it's going to be a warm one out there. And for Yuma, we're at 107 Saturday, Sunday, 109 for Monday, 106 for Tuesday, and mid-100s right there into Wednesday, Thursday, and we're back down to 102 by Friday. But a good point to add, you guys, when we get into the 70s and they stay like that, that's when you know it's really going to start to get warm in the southwest. The last couple of weeks we've been in the 60s into the mid-60s. Now you're seeing those 70-degree temperatures into our overnight lows. Well, it's just easier to warm up a little bit faster as that sun comes out into your afternoon hours. Back to you.